Let's talk about these Krav Maga fantasies. These fetishes that people have of eye gouging, hitting the groin, and somehow they are like so brutal, so dangerous that they might hurt these MMA idiots, right? These ring fighters, so called. They don't know how the street works. I don't know what sort of fantasy world they are living in. But they seem to be enjoying that fantasy world. Don't know shit about violence, wearing their cargo fancy pants, thinking that they are some tough dudes. Oh yeah, even the women. There's one girl who practices Krav Maga in India, and I'm not gonna take her name, but yeah, again the same freaking uniform, cargo pants for some reason. They love those cargo pants. Like some sort of Mormon underwear. It's gonna protect them from knives. It's like an invisible knife shield. It's gonna protect them from knives and bullets from the gun. Yeah, they're into gun disarm and all. I don't know. They pretty religiously wear those cargo pants. There must be a belief somewhere. Cargo pants, yeah, I'm tough. This is my invisible shield. Now I'm on Krav Maga mode. Yeah. You have a freaking uniform. You look pretty in that. And that gives you magical powers. In most of the movies, the army guys, the military guys are wearing like the camouflage cargos. So I guess I don't know what sort of how that fantasy works. Yeah, Chaka fantasy of cargos and knife fighters, the fucking stick fighters, knife fighting arts. Oh yeah, we are a knife fighter now. Even though we have not sparred in a fucking life, nobody has even tried to attack us with a knife. We have never sparred, never fought because it's so fucking dangerous, right? So why these Krav Maga dojos, these freaking Kali or Jeet Kune Do and all these bullcrap dojos are still flourishing? Because most of the population only wants fantasy. They are mesmerized by these movies that they watch. They want to be tough guy. Everybody wants to be a tough guy. Everybody wants to be a hero. See, everyone is a hero in their story of life, right? And they want to be an action hero. Some of them want to be an action hero, no matter what. But they don't want to get injured. They are not familiar with violence. And no normal person is gonna like violence. A violent punch of a boxer to the head and getting that concussion. Very few people are gonna like it. Right? You basically have to be a fucking psychopath to like a fucking punch on your head. And the feeling of that concussion that gives you more pleasure. That's basically you're a masochistic person and you want to hit the other person with the same intensity or maybe more than that. That's sadism. Not everyone is a sadomasochistic person. Hence, that's why many people inclined towards bullshit martial arts, bullsheedos, because not everyone is into hitting people or receiving hits from other people. I'm not defending them. I'm just saying that's what it is. It's fun, right? Why do you join a fucking Zumba class? It's not an art. Zumba is not an art. Yep, I'm offending every Zumba motherfucker who's out there with a certificate in Zumba. It's not an art. Throwing your hands and legs in the air while there is music going on, it's not even a dance. You won't even call it a dance. It's bullshit. So yeah, why people join Zumba classes? Fun. It's all fun. People want to lose weight. Yeah, whatever. That's an excuse. I don't think anybody ever has lost any weight whatsoever by doing freaking Zumba. It's just, you're shedding some water via sweat. That's it. You're doing some stupid shit and you're shedding water. It's healthy. It's not that bad, but whatever. It's still Zumba. It's not exercise. Okay? It's a very light exercise. It's not gonna help you with your fucking weight. Go lift some dumbbells. Run. Do some push-ups. Right? Do some sit-ups. That's what it is. That's how you're gonna lose weight. Do some freaking cardio. Zumba is not gonna do anything. You're wasting your time. If you think that you can lose weight with Zumba, stop fooling yourself. See, people like fooling themselves. It's all about fooling yourself. Why do we play games like Call of Duty and all that crap? It's because we want to be those tough guys. Why do we play that freaking, what do you call it? PUBG? Yeah, PUBG. The people are crazy about. Everybody's a freaking killer now, right? because vicariously you want to enjoy that feeling, that rush of, you know, of being in a dangerous situation where you can get killed or you can kill someone. Is that's it. But not everyone is made for it. Not everyone is made for Muay Thai. Not everyone is made for wrestling or Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu kind of is a not so violent art if you practice it safely. Other than that, wrestling and boxing is a freaking weird art. Why do you think karate evolved into like punching the chest rather than the face? Or punching with your toe, your metatarsals, rather than your shin? What, Japanese didn't know that you can fucking hit the freaking face and knock someone out, or you can break bones via hitting using your shin? They still do. They still break baseball bats with their hands and with their shin bones. It's just that they created a safe environment so that everybody can practice. Not everybody is made for Muay Thai kicks, shin kicks. Not everybody is made for taking a punch on the face. And that's why karate evolved the way it evolved. And most of the people still go for karate and taekwondo because they want to be flexible, they want to be fit, and they want the vicarious experience of being a freaking brutal ass fighter. Whatever their fantasies are, right? MMA fighter, Miyamoto Musashi. Yeah, my friend, I remember one of my friend was so into Miyamoto Musashi. It's like he actually started living his life like Miyamoto Musashi. So yeah, he used to bathe less because apparently, according to him, Miyamoto Musashi used to bathe less. Whatever the fuck is that? So yeah, most people are into fantasies. They are not into realities. And that's why these dojos are freaking functioning so beautifully. And now, who are those people? Now, who are these people who actually want to fight? Who are these freaking people? What kind of mindset they are coming with? So why I'm calling them a psychopaths? Why I'm calling them a sadomasochistic people? It's just simple. It's simple. It is people like me who have faced violence their whole life. My father, he was the one who did violence, a lot of violence upon me. It was not simply a slap on the freaking head or a slap on the face. It was literally punches and kicks. He was a brown belt in Kyokushin karate. I don't think he has ever slapped anyone. It's always a fucking karate chop or a flying kick or a horseshoe kick. Yeah, he basically did every sort of kick that is there in karate on me. And belts. So yeah, the parenting was very different back in the day. Now it's really different. So yeah, that sort of violence. And then in our schools, I was bullied a lot. Hell, like hell. I have gone through hell. I had a campus fight once with a person who was just sitting behind me. It was a kid. We were kids. I was in 5th grade or 6th grade, I guess. Yeah. And we took out our compasses from our geometry boxes and we just randomly started stabbing each other. So I got stabbed, he got stabbed, we got stabbed multiple times. So luckily, nothing happened to us, right? It's just like, yeah, whatever, fuck it. No, there was no tetanus, Tdap, tetanus injection. I never got a tetanus shot for it. I never went to a dispensary or a freaking hospital to get it checked. What if it would have nicked an artery? I still remember it. One stab was near my neck or near my shoulder and neck joint. There are auxiliary arteries and auxiliary veins there. If any one of them got nicked by any chance, I would have bled to death. So yeah, these people who are good MMA fighters, who are like amazing boxer and amazing kickboxers, they have seen hell lot of violence more than me. They have seen violence, people doing violence to each other, endured violence. They have endured being bullied, being beaten up, and have done violence upon others. Have beaten people with their own hands. Where there are no rules, out of spite and anger, out of maybe self-defense, many different reasons, they have done violence. And they have been doing it since they were like little kids. And they have grown up now, and the violence kept on growing. Not only that, their culture. I still remember one of my friends. I used to live in this jail road. Yeah, by the way, the name of the road was fucking Jail Road. Near Jail Road in Tilaknagar, I used to live there. And there were these guys who used to brag about, oh, the friend of mine has murdered someone. And, he has some street cred now. I was like, that guy, that motherfucker murdered that guy and is out now. He basically was in prison, now came out. Now nobody fucks with him. And I'm friends with that guy, man. He's a very good friend of mine. It's like, dude, this is a bragging right here. That's the culture which is rewarding violence. I still remember there used to be festivals like by the name of Nagar Kirtan. You can even search it, Google it, Nagar Kirtan. So it's a religious festival, obviously, but that was an excuse for groups, for a gang war, for two groups fighting each other, smashing each other with baseball bats and beer bottles or Coke bottles, whatever they get. These are excuses for violent behavior. And it was rewarding. People used to respect each other. They still respect each other. If a guy who's a good fighter who gets out of it with, bashing 2 or 3 guys, there's a respect there for that guy. They respect, oh yeah, what a fucking fighter. Even the enemy is like, yeah, that motherfucker is really bad. He's a badass. I don't think this is a unique experience of mine. Many fighters, this is the fighting mentality. Since your childhood, if you're doing all these things, that's how you meld your brain. This is a recipe for cooking a warrior brain. The stare down that people do, right? In the road rage situation. If you're an Indian, you must have faced this, Indian or American, because these two countries are basically the same, having the same freaking mentality. They just don't realize that they are the same people with different skin color. The same egotistical, egomaniacal people. I'm an Indian, by the way. The same people with just different skin color and different resources. If you have ever been in road rage situation, right? Not even road rage situation, and someone, crossed you in the red light and you just met eyes with that guy, and whoever takes the eyes off first is the pussy. Basically, that's the norm. If I'm not wrong, that's how you gauge people. The stare down. Stare down is nothing but to gather knowledge, whether the other person is confident or not, whether he's a good fighter or not, confident enough to fight me. Is he confident enough? That's what you're gathering information. How much freaking experience does this person has of fighting? Just by a little stare down, just by staring the other person, you can get this information. That's what Mike Tyson used to do. Used to stare the fighter down. Bring the other fighter's confidence down. When you stare someone down, when you try to stare someone, if someone is already underconfident, he's gonna shake. He's gonna, break the eye contact. He's gonna get nervous and gonna move his arms and legs, right? Like he's nervous. We all know how a nervous person looks like. We have seen a lot of nervous people in our life. We have seen ourselves being nervous. Whoever gets nervous is a freaking pussy. Doesn't have enough experience of fighting. Doesn't have enough self-confidence that he's gonna win this fight. He's gonna punch the other person. That's how you get to know. Just by simple stare down.